Okay, well, there you go. That is the end of Black Ops 6 campaign. Uh, uh, First of all, I don't like the way the campaign ended because we know the story's going to be more expanded to Warzone storyline, the season, so we're not going to be able to do all those other cool stuff, unfortunately. That's how this is why I kind of don't like doing playing Call of Duty, newer Call of Duty games, because we already know the story is going to be more expanded into Warzone, and you know me, I don't give a shit about Warzone. And it's unfortunate because the story there could be pretty damn good about Pantheon. It could also even lead to Black Ops 2 as well. They did mention Awu Menendez a few times. Also David Mason too from Black Ops 2. Something tells me we might get a new Black Ops game. Hopefully not next year. If they're doing next year, then I'm skipping it because I know for a fact it's going to be more of an expansion to Black Ops 6. I'm not doing it. No, no, no. They need to stop doing this yearly releases bullcrap. Release this shit as a DLC for Black Ops 6. Keep using the foundation, the framework of this game, essentially, and just keep on updating it, expanding instead of releasing games every year, $70. But knowing Activision, they're gonna keep doing that bullshit, no doubt about it. But I just really wish to just give us more campaign mission. That's all I wanted. Story expansion. Give us at least an extra 5 to 6 hours more of playtime to the story. That's all we wanted. Instead, we gotta spend $70 for it. But yeah, the story likewise, I think it was okay. It was not the greatest, but it was definitely better than MW3's storyline. That's for damn sure. MW3's storyline was freaking dumb. They make Makarov in that game look like a goddamn soy boy. Like, I'm not even goddamn joking. Everything he does in there, every plan that he has done in that game, particularly the storyline, has failed. Besides killing Soap, which I think is the stupidest decision that the writers made for that game. Just for as a shock factor, Soap is dead. Really? You're gonna kill off Soap just like that? So stupid, man. So fucking stupid. Like, it was hastily rushed, the storyline. And I don't even want to talk about MW3. Let's talk about Black Ops 6. What I like about Black Ops 6 is that it goes into the 90s, so you get to see a lot of old school retro stuff. Also, a lot of Gulf War stuff too. As you know, at that timeline, the U.S. invaded Iraq at that time in the Gulf War. Obviously, the Iraqis got absolutely handed down. They just stand no chance. Absolutely stand no chance. But I do like the setting, the timeline that was set in the 90s. I think the storyline could have been, like I said, I think the story could have been told better. Like, they should have gone crazy. Now, granted, there was a lot of theories that the game might end with 9/11. If that was to happen, that would have been the biggest shocker. But knowing today's world, there are too much of a pussy to show that. So obviously, it didn't end like that. But likewise, most of the missions I'd say are mostly well done. The only one that I think wasn't that great is probably hunting season, because this mission reminded me too much of the open combat missions from MW3. Granted, it's a little bit more interesting, a little bit more, but it still has a lot of issues that it has from open combat mission, with the terrible self system, the half-ass open world aspect that they try to tack on with it. I don't know why Call of Duty has this obsession to makes one of the missions open world. Like, I don't know why, but they've been trying to push that really hard with MW3, and they toned it down in Black Ops 6, but we only got one open world mission, which was not really my favorite, but it was at least better than MW3 regardless. But for the most part, this game is okay. I still think this game is way too short for what it is. It's still way too short. it didn't really have much of a big impact that Cold War had. With it didn't even have an alternate ending that Cold War has either. So that's sort of a big bummer that this game did not have that. Like, what happened if you actually joined with Jane? Can you imagine that? You join with Jane with Pantheon. Like, I want to see the alternate ending on that where you join the bad guys. I want to see that. Now, granted, we probably had to kill Sav, Atler, Marshall, and Woods, unfortunately, but they had that in Cold War. That's the thing I really like about Cold War. I think they went all in with the puzzle, too. I think the puzzle in here, although the puzzle are simple, which I do like, it is a huge downgrade from Black Ops Cold War, because in Black Ops Cold War you have to literally use actual detective skills on connecting the dots, because there's like one mission in Cold War where you have to hunt down HVTs, right? You have to guess the right HVT, because if you don't guess the right HVT, guess what? Your target of opportunities are gone. You're never gonna be able to get that in that save. And every time you start a new game, guess what? It's RNG. It's procedural generated. So every time you start a new game, it's always going to be different. Description wise, it's different. The location is different. That's what I like about Cold War so much, is because they really went all in with like your detective skills and all that stuff. Me, granted, I don't like puzzles as much as you have known, but I do appreciate that they want people to really think. In this game, it's a lot more simpler, and that could be a huge bummer for a lot of people, but it is what it is. But yeah, the campaign, it felt like filler in my opinion. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. I'm like in between, in like a mix between here with the story and campaign. Like, to me, this feels like a filler episode for the Black Ops series. Like, Cold War at least kind of filled in more gap, where it's like a between Black Ops 1 and 2. And then Black Ops 6 feel like a filler episode for like a TV show. Like, it just wasn't that impactful in my opinion. It's just the Pantheon, generic, don't know too much about them. Hashtag don't give a shit about Pantheon. I would like to, I was really wishing, hoping to expand more on the story of Raul Menendez, about how he formed his own group, the Codes Diaz, group from Black Ops 2. I was really hoping they would expand on that, but they fuck up on that and they added a completely new story that I think was unnecessary into the Black Ops series. Now, was it bad? No. Was it good? Sort of. But at least some of the missions are pretty fun. Like the Blood Free was pretty fun. That one's like sort of like a Hitman style mission, as well as Most Wanted, also very inspired on Hitman, where you gotta find different ways to get to get in and get out. But likewise though, kind of a lackluster campaign. Oh yeah, by the way, this mission, particularly Emergence, is pretty much a zombies tutorial. This mission particularly would tell you how to play zombies mode. So, which is cool, but again, the gas you're in is fake. All the zombies you're finding are not real, so you're not finding real zombies. I was hoping they were real zombies, but yeah, it was more of a zombies tutorial. I would say my favorite mission in the campaign would have to be, let's see, I think High Rollers was pretty exciting. I thought that was pretty cool. We had to do a heist raid at the casino. I thought that was pretty cool. Let's see what other missions are pretty cool. I do like Blood Fruit too. That one's pretty cool. That one's more like Hitman, like James Bond type of stuff. High Rollers kind of has a little bit of that James Bond stuff too. Like I said, I think High Rollers is probably one of my favorite missions in this game, hands down. But the rest of the mission felt okay, to say the least. Okay. They're not that bad and not great. The final mission, kind of generic. The mission where you kind of go into her mind, I thought that was cool, but again, it's kind of a Black Ops staple where you have to have one mission where you're losing your mind. Black Ops 1 had it, Black Ops 2 had it, Cold War had it, Black Ops 3 definitely has a lot of shit like this. Black Ops 4 doesn't count because no campaign, so And then now this game has that now, so it's a staple in Black Ops game to have a mission where you just be losing your mind and you see weird shit like this. But is this campaign worth the $70? Hell no. But is it better than MW3? I would say yes, and sort of no. Like, again, just like MW3, this feel like a filler episode for Black Ops, the Black Ops franchise. Nothing really big happened besides Pantheon trying to unleash the gas in Capitol Hill, making everybody go crazy, making them seem, you know, like they're being attacked by zombies essentially. So, but yeah, it's cool to see a lot of characters coming back, like Park from Cold War as well as Sims as well. It's kind of cool to see some of the old Cold War characters make a cameo appearance, to say the least. But other than that, it's okay. I think they could have went much deeper and much crazier with the campaign, but I'll just say the Black Ops 6 campaign, I'm in a little bit between, you know, around here. It's good. It's not that good, but it's not bad. But honestly, you're best off just playing Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. And that's it. Matter of fact, I recommend you guys check out Cold War too. Cold War had a pretty good, solid campaign that has a lot more stuff put into it, and also alternate endings too. Which, this is my biggest critique for this game. No alternate endings. What the fuck, Treyarch? What the hell happened? Now, granted, Black Ops didn't have it because they were trying something new with that. Black Ops became a big hit. Black Ops 2 had like what, three different endings. And Black Ops 3, I think, has 2 different endings. And Cold War has 2 different endings. And then this game has nothing. No alternate endings. So that's a huge disappointment for me. No alternate endings where you can actually be the bad guy and actually fuck the whole operation up. Give everybody the big middle finger and join Pantheon. I wanted an ending like that. 2 different endings. I want to see what happens when you do join Pantheon, but looks like we're not going to see that now. We're not going to see that because this game only has 1 ending. So, yeah, that is my thoughts and opinions on the Black Ops 6 campaign. Try it out if you want. Not the best campaign in my opinion, but it's better than MW3 at least. So, now I'm going to end it here for now for the campaign playthrough for Black Ops 6. Stay tuned for videos on zombies and, of course, multiplayer, where we are going to be probably sweating our balls off trying to stay alive in that game because, you know, SBMM love to do his magic. Anyways, stay tuned for zombies and multiplayer, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the playthrough for campaign. If you guys did, hit the like button. If you guys didn't, hit the dislike button in this video. It's all up to you. And if you guys got any other games you want to suggest for me to play, leave in the comments down below and I will check them out. But on that, guys, until then, I will see you in the next one. Peace.